So obviously, Leon, you are coming off two straight wins now over Kamaru Usman. Even though you got the KO the first time, I feel like a lot of people feel that second one might have been maybe a more convincing victory by decision. Do you have different appreciations for each of these wins? Does one stand out above the other?
Um, I think the head kick is like nice, it's hard to not say it doesn't stand out, but I feel like obviously me going out there, beating Kamaru in the fashion I did, I think that silenced a lot of doubters, and just how good I am, and that was my 12th win in a row in the division, and I'm going up now to next Saturday, take out Colby Covington to make it to 13. So I think just slowly, fight by fight, just proving the world wrong and myself right.
Sure, sure. Now, what did it mean for you to get that victory, especially in London? You enter as the champion, you get to keep the belt in England amongst your countrymen. That must have been special.
Yeah, 100%. That's like every kid's dream, right? To go out there, in your hometown, headline event in your hometown, against a guy like Kamaru Usman as well, defending the belt. So that's like every kid's dream, and to now to be and live with another one of my dreams, which is fighting in Vegas, headline in Vegas. Even though I fought here before with Bilal, but it wasn't. It was at Apex, I think. So now to be able to headline an arena in Vegas and sold out arena in Vegas, I think I must keep ticking little things off off my little bucket list.
So is
What I
one
dreamt
other
for.
I mean, you got destinations that you got London, you're gonna have
Yeah,
Vegas now.
yeah.
Is New York on the horizon at some
New
point?
York, 100%. New York is definitely on the list as well. So just like I think now you're at the stage where you just got to make little goals for yourself and just keep ticking them off.
And you alluded to this, but this is now you're coming up on 9 years since you lost a fight, which was the first one, of course, to Kamara.
Yeah.
Um, is there a sense of like, not that these fights have been easy, but is there a sense of invincibility that kind of can start to creep in, especially since you're at the top now?
Nah, definitely not. I feel like it just giving me more confidence. It makes me grow. It makes me grow and just mentally, physically, just believe in myself more and more, and what my team is doing back home. So I feel like obviously these almost 9 years, unbeaten, just adds to my legacy, right? Adds to my story, and I'm excited to go out there and keep defending and keep doing what I'm doing.
Sure, and obviously, like you said, this one's Colby Covington is next. I know
Yeah.
the UFC has the last word on this. You made it clear this wasn't really your favorite idea. What do you think should be happening this weekend? If it was up to you.
Um, it's up to me. I like the rankings to run as it should. If you win your fights, you fight for a title, right? You don't sit out for 2 years, beat a guy like Macedo, and then sit out for 2 years and turn on all the younger guys that want to fight for the title, turn them all down, and then fight for a title shot. He's got like one of these like sport brat syndromes that I don't like, and we're just two different human beings, two different men, and that's the difference.
Is there someone you would prefer to have faced instead of Colby? Who do you think you would have
Uh,
chosen if it was up to you?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't make them those decisions, right? So it is what it is, and Eve next. I'm focused on him. I'm excited.
Sure, sure. Now, like you said, Colby hasn't fought. March 22nd or March 22, I should say, was the last time he fought. 2 weeks later,
Yeah,
of course, it was a fight against Jorge Masvidal. He gets attacked by
yeah,
Masvidal on the street
yeah,
not long
yeah.
after. Kind of a weird situation here. That
Yeah.
case just wrapped up. But what's your read on why he was out so long? Do you think it was related to the case? Or do you think there's something else?
Nah, definitely not. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like just so like I said, he got this sport back syndrome, right? That it feels like he deserves more than what he's worked for earned. Um, Turn on all the guys that they was trying to set them up with, because for some reason they wanted to fight for the title, and so yeah, here we are. I don't know why is that so long, but you cannot do a man turning 36, 37 any good being out that long. I feel like the older you get, you have to be active, and I think that's what I think. So let's see what happens.
And you kind of allude to that. He's getting a little older. He's 35. It's not old, but in the fight game, that is start to get a little old, especially at the lower weight classes, 170 and below.
Yeah, yeah,
Historically, it's been harder for age 35 and up to win fights, win championship fights.
yeah.
Do you feel like there's a chance we're going to see a very different Colby Covington when we get to the cage here?
Um, maybe, but I'm prepared for the best Covington ever. You know, I want Colby Covington. Everyone says is good. You know, I want that guy. I don't want no different looking Colby Covington. You know, so I'm prepared for the best, and on the night we'll see what happens.
Now he's, obviously he's got a wrestling base. He's got high volume striking that we see, not necessarily that power striking we've seen from Usman, a similar, a wrestler in that sense.
Mm.
He also likes to work ground and pound, of course, too. If you had to look at the two styles, because obviously these are the two styles you've been preparing for the last 2 years, more or less. Um, which one do you think is a bigger obstacle to like the style wise to you?
I feel probably the Usman style. He was a bigger, stronger, fitter guy. He was more imposing in the cage. You know, I feel like if you see the difference when Usman fought Colby Covington, yeah, and he couldn't push him back because he was more imposing than him. I think I think that's a harder style. You know, more than just a guy that with no power. He can throw 500 punches but can't hurt you. And so I feel like for me, I thought Usman probably. But we'll see. I know. Like, who knows, right? Like, come fight night, it might be totally different. I might go out there and take him out in 1 round. It might be a hard fight. It might be an easy fight. Let's see Saturday night. You know.
And your kickboxing is obviously one of your standout skills. You're very well rounded, but I think a lot of people
Yeah.
think of the kickboxing as kind of your
Yeah.
probably apex skill there. How do you
Yeah.
assess Colby Covington as a striker?
He's okay. He's okay. He's just like he kind of just like strikes to wrestle, right? He's more like winging punches to try to get under you, and more than actually like a clean, technical understand the striking in betweens. You know, so I think that's the difference, really.
Does that kind of do you look at that as like, well, that's kind of something I can very easily navigate, or there's still challenges, of course, but
Yeah, hundred
when
percent.
you're watching film of him, because you've seen him fight, what's going through your head?
That I could, as far as the striking goes, and like it's a mixed martial arts fight, right? I'm not thinking as a striker or obviously breaking down bit by bit and what they're good at, but I just feel like I can own my own anywhere the fight goes, basically, and I can wherever I want to put it, I can put it wherever when I feel I can. If I take him down, I feel like I can take him down also, and if I want to hit the mat. Is everyone knows he's not as good on his back? Is everyone knows he's not good when he's getting pushed back? Everyone knows all this, So I feel like I can do fight my back foot, I can fight my front foot, I can fight from back, I can get back up to my feet, I can take it back, I can take it Usman down, I can so it is what it is, right? And Saturday night we'll prove it all.
Sure, and Colby, of course, he's talking again. We haven't heard
Yeah,
much from him in the last 2 years, but now leading up to the fight, we're hearing a lot more. One of
yeah.
the things he's kind of started going on and with you is, he's labeled you a cheater. Going back to some of those fouls that have committed in some of the bigger fights, like the last Usman fight, there was
Yeah.
a fight, right? Is
I
that
think
a
just like running.
fair designation?
No, I think just like running out of stuff to say, right? You got nothing to say, so you're just like talking random stuff. He's like just a moaner. He just complains about everything, and like I said, he's just like a weird guy, And I feel that that's the difference. He's got nothing to say. He's just making random stuff up, running with it, trying to get a reaction out of it. And but for me, it makes no difference. I'm going out there, I'm taking him out, and that's it.
So you would say you're not a cheater, obviously.
Obviously, I'm not. I don't feel I have to defend myself. Like what the hell? It is what it is.
Sure. Sure. Now, obviously, you foresee victory here, and you've been saying this is Colby's last shot at the title. Do you also believe this will be the end of the road for him as a fighter? Period.
Um, I believe so. I believe so. I just can't see someone like him fighting the younger guys. He's turned them all down already, so I can't see now him losing a world title shot for the fourth time in a row. A handed world title shot, and then going out there and fighting all the up and coming young guys. You know, I just can't see it happening. But let's see.
Sure. Now, you brought up recently the idea of chasing double champ status after this fight, and there's been a lot of pushback from some of the fellow welterweights, like Stephen Thompson, Belal Muhammad as well. What message would you have for them regarding that?
Um, do something stand out, and maybe I'll stay. And that's it. Like no one's standing out. Everyone's just talking and not doing nothing. So let's see. Let's see what happens next.
And of course, at middleweight, the champion is Sean Strickland. He's defending next month against Dricus Du Plessis. They're both former welterweights. Does that kind of embolden you? The idea that maybe they're not these massive 185ers like an Alex Pereira was?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like it shows I can do it, right? Because they've done it. They went open had success. So why can I? I'm more than one of the longest win streak in the welterweight division. So yeah, definitely.
your brother Fabian, of course, he just fought for the Bellator middleweight title a few months ago. I believe he's only like an inch taller than you, but how much bigger is he? Like he's a career 85er.
Yeah, yeah, he's a thick boy, you know. He's quite thick set, but I walk around quite heavy as well. So when I'm at camp, I get quite big as well, you know.
What do you expect you'll kind of weigh when you get to the cage for this coming fight?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really doesn't bother me, but we'll see.
Sure. Last question I have for you is, let's say everything comes to pass the way you want, right? You move up, win this fight, you become champ. What's the plan thereafter? I mean, are you going to be active with both titles? Maybe fight.
No, I'll probably get it and go back down. I'll probably get it and go back down, you know.
Okay.
GSP, just get it and just bounce. Yeah, probably just get it. Achieve my goal and just go back down. My goal is to be the best welterweight of all time, you know, and want to beat GSP records as far as that wins in the division. I'm on a 12-fight win streak right now, so I'll just keep adding to it and just keep chipping away.